And welcome to Effing White People, your friendly neighborhood white people. So what do we got for today, Harry? I almost called you Brandy.
That sounds wacky. Which is a great segue to what we're about to talk about, which is conspiracy theories. Yay!
Conspiracy theories.
So, now, I do love a good conspiracy theory. Simply so I can just have a good chuckle. Because it also makes me wonder, though, how people can be so dumb.
Yeah.
Now, some of these conspiracy theories are well thought out, which makes me believe that there was drugs involved. And then some are just so ridiculous that it's just like, how can anybody believe this? And the most notorious one of all of them is birds aren't real.
I was just about to say that.
And it's like, what? And apparently it's only birds that can fly.
Oh, so chickens are real?
Chickens obviously are real. But pigeons, not real. Other birds, like cardinals and blue jays and all them, not real.
Technically, chickens can fly, though.
Yeah, they can glide. They ain't flying far. They're not carrying messages to the elite overlords and passing on all the data that they need to keep us in line and in check.
The way that, crows do.
I don't know. Crows are real. Crows don't fuck around with that shit. Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Yeah, it's pigeons.
It's just pigeons?
Yeah. Think about it. Stool pigeon. Come on. And I'm wondering,
that is one of the more ridiculous ones.
I'm wondering if when the guy who created it, because the guy who created it, said that he created it as a joke, but and he didn't expect people to actually believe him. But when it took off, he was just like, "I'm about to make some money off some merch."
Did he make money off merch?
Yeah. There's a bunch of shirts out there that birds aren't real. It's ridiculous.
Doesn't mean that he necessarily made the money off of it.
Well, if he didn't, he's stupid.
Or he has a conscience and feels bad for the fact that he started a conspiracy theory that is completely and utterly bonkers.
Yeah, as a joke and as a prank. And if there are people dumb enough to believe it, take their fucking money.
But that's just spreading the conspiracy theory, which is, irresponsible.
But when he's also came out and said that, no, I created it as a joke, as a prank, and people are still believing him, no, take their fucking money. Get rich off the stupid. The billionaire's been doing that for years.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people, I think, out there who believe the birds aren't real, who don't understand that it was a joke. That it was, they don't know that.
How could he not? How could they not? The dude was on the news saying that it's not real.
It's fake news.
There's another one for you. That COVID-19 was a lie created by the media. It was a hoax.
Yeah, no.
But there's also another theory out there that says that 5G creates cancer and COVID-19. Yeah. But also the COVID vaccines have 5G chips in them.
That's interesting. I wonder why I don't get better signal on my phone.
I get great signal. Thanks, Gates. Which he's behind a couple conspiracy theories too. Creates fake snow that burns and doesn't melt.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah.
So walk me through that one.
I dare not. I don't want to. Because, like, it's just dumb.
What would be the purpose?
I have no idea. I don't even want to. I looked up some of the craziest conspiracy theories, and that was one that popped up, and I was just like, okay, I saw the headline. That's all I need to know about that. That is just ridiculous. But what I do love about conspiracy theories, one in particular, is the flat earth one. I love flat earthers, especially when they are put to the test scientifically and in their own research be like, oh no, scientists has got it all wrong, with the curvature of the earth and light and all that stuff, because you should be able to clearly see the light and blah blah blah, if you put 2 points and it's just a straight line. And then when they set up the experiment themselves, they're like, why can't I see the light? And then somebody chimes in, well, you got to calculate for the curvature of the earth. So if you adjust your lens, you will then see the light to accommodate for the curvature of the earth. And when they do, and they're like, oh, hey. Huh. I guess that's something. And then you had that one moron that decided it'd be a great idea to build a rocket to launch himself into space so that he could prove that the earth was flat.
How'd that go?
He never made it to space before the rocket blew up.
Don't make homemade rockets, my friends.
I mean, it's one less idiot on this planet. Well, technically, he never left the planet, so. Which ones you got?
There's one conspiracy theory that you believe in, though.
Which one?
That Trump wasn't really shot.
Oh, no, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's been proven.
Well, that's what conspiracy theorists say, is that it's been proven.
Look at his fucking ear.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I am saying that it's considered a conspiracy theory.
I don't think it is. I think it was staged poorly, and then they got caught, and so they bury any kind of like search about it or anything, because your ear doesn't grow back like that, bro. I mean, you're going to get bruising on your hand that takes forever to heal from the injections that you get to treat your dementia. But your ear miraculously grows back in a matter of a day or so? Yeah, no. I don't buy it.
So you think it was staged?
Yeah, because also, if you get shot like that, why the fuck are you going to immediately pop up, raise your hand?
Because you're an idiot?
Also, you're not that immune to the pain. It's going to fucking hurt.
And if it hit that close to your ear, you'd have some deafness.
Yeah. And also, any service agent fucking worth their salt is not going to let you do that. They're going to drop you to the ground, keep you covered, And also, the blood didn't even look right. And also, given the fact that there's like so many photographs caught during that day. Was he shot at? Absolutely. Because one person died. Somebody had to die that day. But they caught the bullet mid-flight in photographs. Nowhere near his fucking ear. There was a dude that won a Pulitzer for it. So, what else you got?
9/11's an inside job.
I think 9/11 was just an opportunity that was seized upon by the government. I think it was carried out by a bunch of pissed off Muslims. But I think as soon as it happened, U.S. intelligence were like, we can use this to invade the country that we want to invade and do what we can to seize control of all the oil that's over there. Because, lest we forget, Osama bin Laden was in Afghanistan. So why the fuck did we go to Iraq?
That's a good question. But you don't think it was an inside job?
I don't think, like, as much... If I give it a little thought, it possibly could have been. But not in the, sense that the planes were, like, had extra fuselages and all that shit. If you want to think about it in a way that could possibly be, that it could have been coordinated. I mean, enough dissent spread and find a group, Taliban, Al-Qaeda group that is looking to, do something, get them riled up enough. I mean, fuck, the Bay of Pigs. Our botched attempt at the coup in Venezuela in the fucking 70s. Or the 60s. One of those eras. Where the CIA was caught helping rebels try to overthrow a democratically elected president. But then also in the Bay of Pigs, where the fucking CIA was caught trying to fucking assassinate Fidel Castro.
I mean, yeah.
So, I don't think the planes were rigged and all that shit is part like true, but I do think it's true that it could be true. Not it is, but it could be true that they found a rebel group in fucking Al-Qaeda or Taliban or whatever the fuck they're called, and got them all riled up and fed them some information. Maybe put in a plan and be like, hey, we should, strike. Do it like a suicide bomb on like New York or something. The heart of capitalism in that country. Because you got to think, if you're going to do something like that, why the fuck would you do it to the Twin Towers? It doesn't make any sense. I think the one that went to the Pentagon was a rogue one. Like, it was never meant to go to the Pentagon.
What makes you say that?
Well, because it didn't do nearly as much damage. For one. And for two, I think if you're going to do something like that, and I don't think you should, But if you're going to hijack some planes and try to take down government, you don't want to attack some damn trade centers. You go after their capital. Why not fly into the White House? Why not fly into the U.S. Capitol building? Where you're going to cause the most disruption.
Yeah, but you also cause a lot of disruption by flying into the Pentagon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But, and I think that was the rogue one that they were just like, no, fuck that. That one I think was meant for like another area. They were like, no, fuck that. Let's go after the Pentagon. They were like, where are you going? We're going after the Pentagon. That's not a part of the plan. Fuck your plan. I think they originally, when they first came up with the whole flying planes, they were like, yeah, no, let's go after Pentagon and DC and the White House. And of course, the informants had to be like, no, let's disrupt their trade because that'll hurt them more. And yeah, no, let's go after these trade buildings. Yeah, no, and more casualties and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. No, let's overthrow their government and just destroy. No, that's not going to hurt them. You got to hurt them in the pockets. No. And wear them down over time and then be like, all right, yeah, no, let's disrupt their trade. Even though in the World Trade Center, like, what trade did it interrupt? It didn't really hurt us. Oh, well, it did hurt us physically, but transactionally, it cost us fucking billions and funding a goddamn war, but make that money back.
Hey, maybe.
What else we got? Oh, yeah. The famous one. The Denver airport. Headquarters of the Illuminati.
Yes.
And the Freemasons. And the lizard folk. I do think some of these conspiracy theories are created. This might be a conspiracy theory right here. Let me put on my tinfoil hat real quick. I think some conspiracy theories are created to create the crazies and help distract from what's going on. Help keep people's minds and eyes away from, the elite and the powerful and the billionaires that are ruining this goddamn world. So they have like think tanks. Like, what can we do? I know what we could do. There's that place in fucking California, some kind of hotel. Shit.
While you do, just to run over some other famous conspiracy theories that we can hit on later. There's the JFK assassination. There's the moon landing hoax, which I think is utter bullshit. Like, we landed on the moon, get over it. Area 51.
Bilderberg. At Bilderberg Hotel.
Okay.
Or is it Chateau Marmont? There's probably a couple of them. JFK assassination. So, I mean, they've released videos and files of it. Mm-hmm. And the unedited videos of it. Because one of the videos that they showed was like, if you look at this video versus this video, and the second video, the edited one, you can see part of a tree disappear. Like, where did the bottom half of that tree go? And I think the whole thing on that is, yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald was supposed to shoot him. But that first shot, because if you watch the video, you can see him at first kind of hunch forward and like grab his shoulder. That was not a killing shot. But then you see his head jerk backwards. If you're shooting from behind and you hit somebody, their head's not going to shoot backwards. It's going to go forward.
Yeah.
So when you watch his head and his brain matter come out the back of his head, that means a bullet came from the front. And I think there was more than two shooters, given that they also, the guy who got shot in the arm at the wrist in the car. Because apparently the one bullet was supposed to hit Kennedy in the head and then come out and change trajectory and end up striking the dude in the front seat and like the arm or the leg by the door of the car. Which, no, bullets don't do that. This isn't some goddamn weird ass John Woo movie where you can bend bullets or curve bullets.
So you think that the JFK assassination conspiracy theory is true, that there was more than one gunman?
Given the evidence and all the stuff that's been given out recently, absolutely.
Okay.
And yes, I do think it was carried out by the CIA.
You think it was the CIA? Because other people think that it's the KGB, the Mafia, or Lyndon B. Johnson.
Well,
the CIA's up there. Like, they do think, some people do think that it was the CIA.
I mean, the government at the time had been notorious for taking out political people that they feel are going to disrupt the status quo. I mean, you look at also the shooting of Martin Luther King Jr. There's photos of him in a hospital bed, still alive.
And you don't think those are doctor's photos?
I mean, and then when you got his family coming out and saying that, no, he was still alive in the hospital until a couple FBI agents showed up. And when they left, he was dead. Martin Luther King's wife will adamantly tell you that her husband was alive in the hospital.
That did not make it until the list of most famous conspiracy theories. And this is a new one on me. I'd never heard that he was like, I think I heard it from you maybe before, but I haven't heard it from any major sources that he was alive in a hospital bed.
It's just an example of trying to take down like people that are trying to upset the status quo. I mean, they did the same thing to Malcolm X. They did the same thing to Fred Hampton. Did the same thing to John Kennedy, and they did the same thing to Bobby Kennedy.
You think all those people were assassinated by like U.S. forces or U.S. government?
Well, yes. I mean, Hoover ordered the assassination of fucking during his time in the FBI, the assassination of Fred Hampton. And hell, the police walked in and just fucking shot him. That was done by the police.
This is true. We know that Fred Hampton was killed by the police.
Died protecting his pregnant girlfriend. And then when pulled out, because they weren't sure whether or not he was still dead, or whether or not he was dead, when they pulled him out of the house, they shot him when he was in the ground. They threw him out on the ground, then shot him again. And when he's dead now, well, they said something else, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Muslim Brotherhood might have had something to do with Malcolm X's.
What makes you think that?
He was causing too much of a stink with after he got back from Mecca. And he had changed his tone from, all white people are bad to, no, we've got to learn to live together and cooperate and coexist because they're doing it to everyone, not just black people. White people just haven't realized it yet because they're not suffering as much as we are, but they're just as in much trouble as we are. So anybody who is talking about unity, about crossing them lines, shot dead.
So I do think it's interesting that a lot of those people were assassinated, but I'm not going to go so far as to say that I believe in any of the particular conspiracy theories, because I need like hard evidence in order to believe something. I'm not saying I believe the party line. I'm saying I don't know what to believe because there's not like a direct evidence to prove one way or the other. What about the moon landing? Obviously, you believe that was a hoax, right?
No, that's fake.
We didn't land on the moon?
No, they called in Stanley Kubrick.
Did they now?
Yep. Or was it Francis Ford Coppola?
You're being facetious.
It was one of those directors.
You're being facetious.
It was Lucas.
Lucas.
George fucking Lucas.
George Lucas faked the moon landing.
Before he did Star Wars, yeah. That was his starting director role. Well, no. Shit, he may not have been old enough. Nah, wasn't Lucas. Never mind. Yes, we landed on the moon. We landed on the moon several fucking times.
All right, we'll just move past that one because that one's ridiculous.
Now, there is a moon base that is home to the lizard people. And the government's hiding it.
Again, I think you're being facetious.
And they stopped the rotation of the moon so that we can't see it.
Okay.
But also, baby, the moon's not real.
The moon's not real.
Yes. That's another one of those conspiracy theories, that the moon is fake. There is no moon.
So what is it that I see in the sky every night?
Hologram.
A hologram.
Yep.
A hologram of the moon.
Yep.
It just happens to move in the way the moon would.
Yeah, because it's on a, projector.
Again, this one's new to me. I haven't heard this one.
I just found it today.
The moon's not real.
Moon's not real. Which, I mean, to the people out there that are like, the moon's not real, then, like, what the fuck is happening during the damn solar eclipse? Like, what the fuck's blocking out the sun? Is it a spacecraft? Well, no, the moon is a spacecraft. It's like the Death Star.
Got it.
Which there's another conspiracy out there that there's a satellite. I think they call it the Blackbird. It's actually an alien spaceship that's orbiting our planet. Okay.
Another one that's new on me. Hadn't heard that one before. Area 51 cover up.
Area 51 is real. Now, I think what they're hiding there is... Hang on. Only 2 this time? Huh. It's normally like 7. I do think what they have there is technologies that they're testing. Highly advanced technologies waiting to be released into the world. And then other super secret shit that they're fucking working on that they don't want us to know about.
So we'll say that I know someone whose dad is a reverse engineer who worked at Area 51. And what a reverse engineer does, he takes technology that we don't understand and reverse engineers it to understand it so that we can build it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that technology came from otherworldly places. It could easily come from other countries.
who were visited by aliens.
Because the ancient aliens guy is right. It's all aliens.
Have you seen that hair?
That hair don't lie. Obviously, this is one that is sensitive, but the election fraud.
Oh, the 2020 election?
Yeah.
He lost that fucking election. There was not fucking 2,000 mules that came in and rigged the fucking election. If anybody rigged the election or tried to rig the election, it was him, like he did in 2016. He lost both fucking elections.
So you're a reverse conspiracy theorist. You believe that he lost the 2016 election.
Well, he lost the popular vote.
He did lose the popular vote.
And when one of the first things he says is, if he doesn't win, it's rigged. Because he's already rigged it. Yeah, no, he lost. And also considering that as soon as it was done and there was an investigation about it, the Mueller report, it was buried. Like, I have the Mueller report on my phone and I've read through it. Well, not all of it because it's a lot, but I've read through a good chunk of it. And no. He colluded with the fucking Russians to steal the fucking election. It's not a conspiracy theory. He fucking did it.
I definitely think the conspiracy theory that he, won 2020 is false.
Just like he didn't win in 2024 either.
So you don't think Donald Trump has won any elections?
Nope.
You think
because they have evidence. They have evidence and auditorial, like people on tape saying that they hid millions of mail-in ballots for their districts because they knew that if they got counted, Donald Trump would lose. There's a rep in Texas on fucking tape saying that he hid the equivalent of 2 million votes. Are you looking it up?
I can't find anything on it.
Well, there's a conservative woman who kept their votes from Kamala Harris secret. There's who's the AAP? Well, AAP states that because it said that Democrats received 20 million fewer votes in 2024 compared to 2020, which is false.
Wait, say that again?
All right. Well, this one's in Arizona, where the Representative Abe Hamadeh asked for an investigation into how Arizona-based Runbeck Election Services handled ballots in several western states when they were apparently up at one point. And how some of the returned mail ballots being prepared for tabulation in the Runbeck's warehouse were improperly mixed with boxes of printed blank ballots for multiple states.
Okay, but were they officially counted?
Well, he's saying they weren't.
I don't believe in any of those conspiracy theories. Like, I think that he won 2024, or not 2024.
2016?
No, I think, 2024. Yeah, I think he won 2024. I think he won 2016. I think he lost 2020.
Well, he lost the popular vote in all of them.
Did he lose the popular vote in 2024? I thought he won it.
No.
Let's see.
Or if he did win it, it was fucking barely.
No. Donald Trump won the popular vote in 2024 by a little over 2 million votes.
Just 2 million.
Yeah.
That's awfully suspicious. Because normally you don't have a fucking election result that goddamn close.
Normally don't. She narrowly lost. But she lost.
What's another conspiracy theory?
QAnon, which is a large conspiracy theory encompassing many things, but let's narrow it for the sake of this argument to
Jewish space lasers.
There are no Jewish space lasers. To the idea that there is a secret satanic pedophile ring running the government. There's a pedophile ring.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think there's a secret satanic pedophile ring, but there is a pedophile ring.
It's called Epstein Island.
Yeah, and I was watching a Have I Got News For You clip earlier today, and on there they said, is it too soon to start the rumor that if you block the release of the Epstein files, can we go ahead and assume you're on them? And I was like, yeah, no, I like that. So yeah, if you're a fucking representative out there and you're blocking the release of the Epstein files, you're on them. And if you're not and you're trying to block them, fuck you.
I mean, if you're trying to block them, fuck you. If you're on them, fuck you. If you're trying to block them and you're on them, double fuck you. Because there's no reason that we shouldn't have the Epstein list. There's no reason why we shouldn't know who went to Epstein Island.
We're more than 30 days past the full release. Because they were supposed to do a full release. Unredacted. They're scrubbing the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Or trying to, anyways.
Well, there is a caveat in the language of that law that was passed that gives them the right to hide the Epstein list in national security interest.
Or for investigations.
Yes. So I think that they're just going to hide it under that caveat. But I don't think that there's any satanic pedophile ring. I don't think that there's, I think that's the satanic panic of, which we talked about in an earlier episode, of the 80s and 90s, just, it's still lingering. I think it's all bullshit, but I do think that there's truth in Epstein Island, obviously, because we have that evidence and that proof. But I think that the whole secret cabal of Democrats that are pedophiles and secret cabal of satanic Democrats that are running the government, like if the satanic Democrats were running the government, Trump would never have won.
No.
I think that disproves itself. And that is, other than Princess Diana's death, and birtherism, That's really all that I got.
Earth is hollow.
That's a new one on me. Didn't know the Earth was hollow. Are there people living in the center of the Earth?
I'm sure there are. Planet X is actually home to a civilization called the Naburi, the mysterious planet that just popped up in our solar system.
Okay.
Yep. Learned that one today. Oh, my nose is running. Windmills cause cancer.
Oh, yeah. Windmills cause cancer. They don't.
And solar panels will run out of energy.
That's just anti-science.
Yeah. Now, my personal conspiracy theory is that the powers that be don't have a secret room or a secret meeting or a secret handshake or anything. They don't fucking need one. But they do control basically every aspect. If you watch your ads, watch the ads on YouTube and Hulu and all them. What are they all doing? They're talking about your inadequacies. Are you a man that can no longer get hard? Do you suffer from mental illnesses? It's always something there's something wrong with you.
Well, that's just capitalism 101.
Right. But if you keep embedding that into people's brains, people are going to start to think that there's something wrong with them. It creates the hypochondriac effect. And then you know just as well as I that if you get it in your head that you're fucking sick, you can actually make your body sick.
Yes.
You can trick yourself into fucking being sick.
Yeah.
So watch your ads. What are the ads telling you? That you're fucked up. That you need to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to avoid other people. Because you don't know who's going to be the boogeyman. But the boogeyman is inside you, so you need to get mental health. And also, your penis doesn't work. But that's all I got.
All right. Well, with that, thank you for listening. And if you have any ideas on what you would like us to talk about, be sure to drop that in the comments. If you have any comments or suggestions, just in general, you want to talk to us, we're always in the comments. And with that, be sure to like and subscribe on all the podcast places. We are also all over social media like herpes.
Love you. Bye.